Yo, mentors will change your life. There's not enough people on this planet who understand the power of mentors and how they can transform your life. I'm out here in sunny San Diego at my mentor's house, Wes Watson. The guy is an absolute fucking gangster, and I'm here to learn and better and grow and develop myself. And one of the reasons why I'm big into masterminds and mentors in general is because they've changed my life so much on top of it, right? The second that I met my mentors, my life exploded, right? These guys knew the secrets. They had the keys to the castle, and they straight gave it to me. I moved into their couch. They let me sleep on their floor, and my life absolutely exploded. See, when you see some guy who's super successful, when you first see it, you're like, wow, he's so far, he's so up there, it's so crazy. But the thing is, you are the average of your 5 closest friends. And once you start getting around multiple people who are getting these things and have the cars and the houses, the success that you're looking for, then it starts to normalize for you. Suddenly something that was so high up and so hard to achieve now becomes normal. You are the average of your 5 closest friends. And once it becomes normal to you and you don't have it, there's like no more excuse, right? You see all these guys crushing it, and suddenly it's like, wow, I can do it too. And you start to level yourself up and get yourself up there. But when you hang out with losers and you hang out with guys who aren't where you want to be, nothing against them, but it's just the true fact that you're not hanging out with anybody who's exactly where you want to be. When you start doing that, suddenly you becoming successful is not normal to them, and they just want what's normal, and they will suck you down and bring you down to their level because people hate on what they gave up on. And the second that they see you working and crushing it, they are going to try to crucify you and bring you back down to their level so they don't have to think about the dreams they gave up on and themselves. Don't let that happen to you. How did I meet my first mentors? A long time ago, I heard that phrase, you are the average of your 5 closest friends. And I took it to heart this time because I had tried everything. I had failed 7 companies and I wanted to try something new. So I was looking at this and I was like, okay, I'm an entrepreneur and all my friends are entrepreneurs. But then I looked a little close and I saw that all my friends are broke entrepreneurs. And I was the 6th broke entrepreneur in the crew. And nothing against them, but I just knew I wasn't hanging out with anybody who was where I wanted to be. So what did I do? I started a mastermind. I started looking around closely in my vicinity, kind of like the mastermind I'm here. I'm here for Wes Watson's Mastermind 4 at the mansion. I could walk around this place for a day. I could still be getting lost. This place is absolutely huge. $4 million worth of cars in the garage. Love a good mastermind. So I put this mastermind together called the Native Ad 1K a Day Mastermind because I wanted to make $1,000 a day on the internet. And I wanted to surround myself with people who were all making $1,000 a day on the internet. After a few weeks of looking around, searching around on the internet, slowly finding people and asking them to join, guys started to join my mastermind. Nobody ever asked if I was doing $1,000 a day. They just assumed I was because they wanted to join the group. This seemed like a good place. At the beginning, I didn't think anyone would even want to join because they had all these secrets that I didn't really know how I could add value. And then suddenly I realized that none of these guys actually have anyone to talk to. Their girlfriend doesn't want to talk about how to make more money. Their friends aren't really into this stuff. They don't really actually know anybody who's in their space. They can go deep into the topics that they're working on. So they were thrilled to join the mastermind. I got on a call with each person, vetted them to make sure they were good, and had them sign up. And you know what? My 3rd month after joining this mastermind, after finally getting the 6th guy in the group, my skills immediately began to rocket and explode because I was watching these guys talk to each other. I was learning from them through osmosis. Everything was kind of happening. Everything was moving. My skills were getting better. My campaigns were getting better. After my 3rd month, I finally hit my first $1,000 a day on the internet. Could not have been more thrilled. This was one of the proudest moments in my life because I spent 4 years struggling to never hit this. And immediately after getting around my mastermind and getting around guys who made it normal to make $1,000 a day. It wasn't like some crazy activity. It was completely normal with the guys that I was hanging out with. It was totally normal, and suddenly it became normal for me because I had surrounded myself with these friends. So I thought if this could work for $1,000 a day, I wonder if it can work for $10,000 a day. And this is where the mentor comes in. I start looking around for a guy who was living the life that I was looking for. And I was looking for somebody who was ripping around Lambos every day, who was ripping around in Rolls Royces every day, who was living in dope gangster ass spots every single day, loving it, traveling around the world, having the time of his life. That was my guy. And I found a guy named Jason A. Guru, and I hit him up on Instagram and I was like, bro, join my mastermind. It's free. We just jump on a call once a week and we shoot the shit and we talk about how to make more money on the internet. He's like, fuck your mastermind. I'm not going to join. I'm like, come on, bro. Join my group. It's going to be awesome. You don't have to say anything. He's like, you're just trying to take my secrets. I'm like, no, dude. You don't have to say anything, just join. He's like, I'm not joining your stupid mastermind. And then the next day he DMs me and he's like, I'm not gonna join your stupid mastermind. but my business partner says that he's down to join your stupid mastermind. I'm like, fuck yeah. Apparently there's this guy who's behind the scenes who just likes living on islands and riding around on boats and not being super flashy on the internet. And he joins my mastermind. And after a month of him being there, we start to build a relationship. I start to build a network with these guys. And eventually they're like, yo, why don't you come work for us? That was it. That's when my life exploded. They put me through a little trial. I passed with flying colors. I gave it my all. I gave it everything I possibly had because this was the most important thing that ever happened to me. I finally had the guys who were giving me a shot. And I flew out to Hermosa Beach, California, slept on the guy's couch, and they gave me the keys to the kingdom. They gave me a credit card, and when I said I'm gonna spend $500 tomorrow on Facebook ads, they're like, why don't you make it $5,000 and stop being a little bitch? That's when my life took off. Immediately, I was living in the Caribbean, balling out of control, watching airplanes land on airports right in front of my dope fucking villa in St. Bart's. Getting around the right guy can cut your time down by years. 90% off the time it would take for you to achieve your goal. The right person could get there for you, could help you get there that much faster. Think about it. What if you ran into the 10-year-old younger version of yourself today? How much quicker do you think you could get him to where you are today? How much would your advice be worth to him? You know everything about that guy. You know exactly what he needs to do. You tell him, shut the fuck up. I know exactly what you need to do. Just listen to me, and you would transform his life, right? Well, guess what? There's somebody who's 10 years ahead of you right now. And if you got with them, that same shit would happen to you right now. You don't have to beat around the bush for 10 years to get 10 years worth of results. You have to find a mentor, find the mastermind, find the group of guys, get the guidance that you need to transform your life, and kaboom! There's your time cut off of fucking living a dope-ass life and achieving the dreams you've always been looking for. This is Peter Kell. Let's see you there, bro. I hope to see you at one of my masterminds in the future. Peace out.